Hello and welcome to our weekly energy forecast and meditation. I'm Juna.
Sabine.
We're from Synergy in Motion, and every week we bring you what's up in the air through a synergistic exploration of the I-Ching human design gene keys. We work it through and we play with it and we bring you a morsel so that you can have something to play with in your week ahead. So let's begin with the energy theme of this week, and it is called Breakthrough. In the original I-Ching, it was called Eliminating. Some translations are still Breakthrough. I love the word breakthrough because we can all relate to that. And we have been looking at hexagrams, and there's this amazing symbol. There's a picture symbol of every hexagram, and this one is 5 yang lines on the bottom all the way, and the 6th line is a broken line. So it's the energy of lake over heaven, and what you have is this energy of water, and it comes up, rises up through the heaven, and then it bursts out of this broken lines at the top. So it's this energy of knowing something, and then you have a sudden breakthrough, this cloudburst, this popping open. So this week, the sun shines through breakthrough insights. So it's a very acoustical hexagram where you are listening, you're attuned to your own inner ear, your own inner voice of knowing. But what happens in the shadow aspect of it is that we're deaf to our own knowing, our own inner voice, because there are so many voices of the mind going on. You can probably relate. There's this incessant mental chatter, and you'll know the difference when it is the voices of the mind, when it has judgment in it, when there's pressure or worry or anxiety, and when it is your voice of your true knowing. It's clear. It's almost like clear as a bell. And the power, there's such a power in having a breakthrough insight that one clear ring of an insight can break through sort of this lower frequency vibration that many of us live in. It's about, it's fear and it's all of this stuff. It's our conditioning, and we kind of live in it, and we become deaf to our own inner voice. So this week is about paying attention to what is that still inner voice? And it is about calming the body, calming the mind, so that you can create a ground for these breakthrough insights to occur. And yet, you cannot force them to happen. They come or they don't come. And that's the beauty of it. It's also the struggle with it, because you don't know when you're going to get that aha. The aha comes when it comes, and it's to be celebrated.
Mm-hmm. And what an element that we talked already about last week in the first hexagram was that unknown, the nothingness, the space that the mind cannot control. And we're continuing with that in this week, because you can't, as Juna said, force a breakthrough insight. Nobody's ever said, I'm going to have a breakthrough insight now. No, it's creating that space and actually allowing yourself to be deaf to those voices that are not your inner voice.
Yeah, because and that's a gift. It's a protective mechanism. So the deafness isn't always bad.
Exactly. Like you want to go la 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 to all those chatter voices that say you should, you shouldn't, why didn't you, blah 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 blah. Oh man, what could happen in the future that would be really horrible, so I can worry some more. I myself am an expert in that. I admit. But the more deaf you become to those voices, the more you can actually listen to your inner truth. And that inner truth doesn't always conform with what society or your family or your friends believe in and hold as valuable. So it can be scary to be in the space of the unknown and listen to that, because your mind might be uncomfortable. Your mind is always uncomfortable with the unknown. It always searches for certainty, and the only certainty there is that there is no certainty. So that's something to contemplate. So it's about creating this space where you're comfortable with yourself, that you can be uncomfortable.
Yeah, and really, really having the courage. It takes a lot of courage to own what comes through in that still inner voice of yours, to have the courage to meet it. And that insight is for you. And what happens, it needs to kind of percolate over time. Sometimes it needs to come into conceptualization. So you'll have that first aha, and then there's time that needs to kind of ripen. And then what do you do with that aha, that breakthrough insight? First of all, it's for yourself. Enjoy it. You don't have to share it, but you might be moved to share it. And then what happens? You're moved to share it, and then you meet that fear of rejection. You meet that fear of what could happen. But in that meeting of that fear, that is also a breakthrough. You have that breakthrough insight, and you have that courage to be able to speak it and to manifest something new and different in the world. And we need people like you. We need individuals who have these breakthrough ahas and who incubate them and then dare to speak them out, and it changes the world.
Mm-hmm. Or not speak them out, but be them. Right? Mm-hmm. It's not always for the world. Very important point you made there.
Yeah. So that's the energy of this week, and we've already been in it a couple of days. It goes from November 11 to 16, and then we'll move into something else. So, but we're on this sort of creative, mutative movement. So things are breaking through and changing and shifting in this next 3 months. So be aware.
Mm-hmm. Exciting. I find it exciting. So with all that, let's take a moment and allow your breath to deepen and your body to become comfortable. Give yourself that wriggle that allows your body to come into a comfortable position. And allow your breath to become even deeper and longer. And allow yourself to come home to yourself. That space within you, that is you, your essence, where you're safe. Your inner sacred space. And allow the space of you to strengthen you, to nurture you, to relax you. And in that space, also connect with your heart, your capacity to love, to care, to be alive. And with that space of you unfolding and becoming stronger, you becoming more and more present, allow the cacophony of judgments, worries, fears, conclusions to become quieter. So that they're only distant voices. And tune into that inner voice, that knowing. That knowing and that voice that loves, that encourages. That guides, that inspires, that opens doors for you to be even more of you, and to be the gift, the amazing gift that you are. And if your worries and judgments try to chime into this space, just say thank you for sharing and return home to yourself, to that space of you. Notice what happens when you're present in stillness. And notice all the tempting distractions. And let them fade into the stillness. Allow your busy mind to become quiet. And listen to the stillness. And listen to your inner voice of truth within that stillness. And in this stillness, become aware of the world. And together, let's expand this inner listening, the space of inner listening and stillness into the busyness of a changing world. A world that all too often tries to distract from this space of inner truth. So together, let's be that space of listening, our unique inner truth. And by being present in that space, in the world, inviting those insights that actually can contribute to the change that brings forth more life to come forth, to unfold, and to be spoken and heard. And then become aware again of your sacred space, of you within it. And you're listening to the sound of your inner truth, however that comes forth for you. And become aware that you're not the only one listening to that voice. Perceive how the world is listening with you to these beautiful insights that are unique to you, your gifts. And allow life to hold you, to strengthen you in that listening and in being you. And allow us to love you for who you are and cheer you on from over here. Mm-hmm. You're a beautiful gift to this world in all your colors. The good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful. All of it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for coming to this meditation and forecast this week, and may it bless you. May it ripple through your awareness and out into your world. And join us next week for more of the same.
Or something very different. We don't know.
But it will be a weekly forecast and a meditation.
Probably.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you.
All right. Bye for now.
Bye.